What up, what up, what up? Welcome to ZTV 1990 with your boy. I want to thank everybody for joining in. And tonight, right now, I am finna cook. Okay? I am finna go full in. Because, this is to Legend of William, aka Low. Marcel Griggs, as you can see right before you. Now, this is somebody I've been subscribed to, I've been following since I'm gonna say around 2017, 2018. But lately, man, this man has been really like, I don't like the way you going hard on the Clippers. I really don't, bro. Like you're not making sense at all. You're somebody that's not paying attention to what's been going on. Because for you to make this one video saying that the Clippers are in shambles, but compared to what's going on to the Lakers, right? Yeah, I feel this is asinine. This is the most ridiculous take I ever seen you do. And I gotta respond to you, brother. Because I know you're an avid Laker fan, but me, I'm a Clipper fan. And so I could care less how many championships the Lakers have. All I care about is the Clippers win one. But this is gonna be your responsibility to what you say about Paul George, because you act like you done forgot about Paul George in the last 7 seasons. This man goes to Philadelphia and it's just like, oh, what you say about him don't matter no more. Suddenly he's just a good fit for the 76ers, right? So again, bro, I'm gonna show you how you've been going hard on Paul George for years, bro. All this time. You the one said in a previous video that it was never gonna work. And yeah, you want to get mad? You want to talk down the Clippers because they got back nothing for him and let him walk for free? But I'm here to tell you, brother, you need to get your facts straight. Because the trade that the Warriors was trying to offer Paul George, I'm gonna tell you the real reason why that didn't work. And it's real obvious, bro. And see, I could look up facts, I got stats, I got receipts. Okay? Because how we deal with people like you, Low, will you say stupid things and you make yourself to be somebody that's so high and mighty and righteous? I bring facts and and somebody like me will actually combat what you're saying. And before I get started, I almost want to thank everybody for tuning in, by the way. Thank you everybody for commenting, and subscribing. I want to thank you so much because you are the reason why I do these videos. But for all my Clipper fans, right? Because I'm going to tell you something that is not being reported. Okay? Just before I continue. Because I expect this from ESPN. I expect this from Shannon Sharp, especially Nick Roan, you know what I'm saying, his Laker behind, working for Clutch Sports. I expect for them to talk trash about the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Wendy, all of them. I expect this. But I'm here to let y'all know the Clippers have been very busy. And I'm going to let you know all the Clippers transactions leading up to now. Because Steve Ballmer and Lawrence Frank been getting busy. That Clippers front office been getting very busy as they prepare to move into their brand new arena. Now, let me break down the Chris Paul trade. Because this man here is not going to tell you exactly what down. Because he thinks the Clippers is this damn stupid. I'm sorry to tell you this, Low, but the Clippers are not going to get finessed no more. They learned a lesson from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and I'm going to get to him in a little bit because you said something very dumb that don't make an ounce of sense, bro. Like, you making yourself look like somebody that clearly don't understand basketball and has never played it. But for one, let me break down what the Warriors tried to offer Paul George. This is the reason why the Clippers didn't want to go through the trade. So, the Warriors offered packages to the Clippers for Paul George that included variations of Jonathan Kuima, Andrew Wiggins, Moses Moody, Chris Paul, and a first-round pick. Now, here's the problem with that trade. Okay? Let me break this down to you, Lo. And I'm talking to you specifically. And all these, and again, for your fans, listen, I don't want no beef with Lo. I have respect for this brother, but he need to be corrected. Okay? He need to be checked because he can't be making videos saying a team like the Clippers in shambles when they've been actually making moves that his main team that he likes, like the Lakers, he's been complaining about. Just before I continue, I know y'all gonna try to call me a hater, right? When I post this video, y'all gonna try to come down my throat, but y'all gonna understand this, right? A team like the Clippers has been getting very busy making signings that the Lakers should actually did. But let's continue, right? So let me read this again. So getting back on track, as I digress, Let me read this again. The Warriors offered packages to the Clippers for Paul George that included variations of Jonathan Kuima, Andrew Wiggins, Moses Moody, Chris Paul, and a first-round pick. Now, here's issue number one. The Clippers were never going to take Chris Paul in no deal. That's number one. Why in the hell would Mike Dunleavy trying to really think the Clippers going to take Chris Paul? This is what I'm saying. Like, Mike Dunleavy Jr. is already a terrible GM. That man already is making terrible moves since last season. When Mike Dunleavy Jr. decided to trade Jordan Poole over in exchange for Chris Paul in the Washington Wizards, I knew he was already a terrible man for the job. I don't know who decided to hire Mike Dunleavy Jr., but he's doing a horrible job, and he's the reason why the Warriors are in this position now. Okay? You might as well should have paid Klay Thompson money he was asking for if that's the case. And speaking of Klay Thompson, this is the reason why this trade didn't go through, because the Clippers wanted Klay Thompson in this deal. For one, nobody wants Andrew Wiggins. I'm sorry, bro. It could be an argument. The only real reason why Andrew Wiggins even did so well with the Warriors, like he did 3 seasons ago when they beat the Celtics in that championship with Tatum and Brown, then, is because, again, you were surrounded by Steph Curry, Draymond Green, right? You had Kuima, you had Moses Moody, and Moses Moody is older, by the way, right? He's not a scoring big man like that. But again, you had other guys around him. Jordan Poole was balling off the bench. You had Steve Kerr as your head coach. That's why Andrew Wiggins was doing good. Andrew Wiggins cannot be trusted on another team to be the second option. See, here's the problem with Wiggins. Wiggins was a no-show this entire season. Let's be honest. One of the main reasons why the Warriors did not get to the playoffs, at least get a chance to succeed to play in, because Andrew Wiggins didn't really ball out the way he was supposed to be and the way they expect him to be. Steph Curry had to damn near do everything on his own, on top of Draymond Green's madness. Draymond Green got suspended, right? Losing all those, messed up all those games. Steph Curry had to be relied on to do everything. And it's bad enough as it is, the Warriors are too thin. They don't even have reliable big men. They traded away all their big men trying to run a small ball lineup. It's just not working against teams like the Lakers and the Timberwolves that can use Anthony Davis, LeBron, right? Rudy Gobert and Karl Towns and outpost you inside the paint. That's why Wiggins did not step up. When Wiggins was with the Timberwolves, bro, I do remember you, Agent Zero, and everybody else damn near calling that man a bust. Jimmy Butler, that one season when Tom Thibodeau, right, in the Timberwolves front office, the previous one before A-Rod took over from the Yankees and bought the team. Jimmy Butler, that one season when they got bounced out the first round, was calling Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins weak and soft. Soft like cotton, like tissue paper. Okay? That was Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler did not leave the Timberwolves on a good note at all, brother. No, they don't want that. That's a terrible trade for a team that didn't make the play-in. And on top of that, why the hell would we take Chris Paul? Bro, you know how stupid that is? Chris Paul that was paying $30 million in his contract. That's a terrible contract. And providing that Chris Paul and Lob City also failed. They also choked away a 3-1 lead against the Houston Rockets when James Harden and Dwight Howard back in them days. How quickly you forget, brother. That was not a good trade at all. If we would have took on Chris Paul, we would not have enough money to even keep James Harden on the team, who's a way better guard than Chris Paul has ever been. Let's just keep it real. James Harden won an MVP award, brother. And he took that Rockets team to 2 Western Conference Finals. And yeah, he had Chris Paul with him. But Chris Paul by himself ain't that good, bro. Remember, Chris Paul did fumble the bag in the NBA Finals against Drew Holiday, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the Milwaukee Bucks. Drew Holiday outplayed Chris Paul. He's done. Dunzo, bro. That would have been a bad contract. Ain't nobody taking that. There's a reason why the Warriors were stuck with Chris Paul and didn't nobody want to trade for him. The Warriors couldn't trade Chris Paul during the deadline. Nobody was going to take on that contract for a 39-year-old guard, bro, that should be retired right now and replace Chuck with Kenny, Shaq, and Ernie. That's what Chris Paul did he be at. I don't know why the Spurs even took Chris Paul. That's a terrible trade because the Spurs, by taking Chris Paul, are going to hurt themselves defensively. Yeah, he's a veteran guard. Yeah, Chris Paul was top 5 at one time, but them days are over with, bro. This is not New Orleans Hornets CP3. This is not LA Clippers Lob City CP3. This is not the CP3 that was on the Phoenix Suns with Mikal Bridges, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, let alone Cam Johnson. It's not that Chris Paul. He's done, bro. Why we want that? Plus, Chris Paul had a lot of negative things to say about Chris Ballmer's team when he left. That man went on that podcast or that episode with Jay-Z. Right when he went to Houston, it was immediately went to town. Yeah, I understand he criticizing Doc Rivers because Doc Rivers did sign his son, Austin Rivers, giving that big old contract. And I'm going to get to that too later on. Because, oh yeah, Bronny finna get this work. LeBron James finna get this work, bro. Him and Bronny. Oh, no. LeBron ain't getting away. No, I'm going to get to him a little later on. But yeah, we are not going to take that Chris Paul contract, bro. That's the main reason why they said, no, we good. That would have made us look like another fool. On top of that, right? Yeah, we would have got Paul George out of it. But again, yeah, Jonathan Kareem is not bad, but I don't want no Andrew Wiggins, who's just as bad of a superstar as Paul George is. Andrew Wiggins, bro, cannot be trusted to be the second option. See, when Wiggins came on to the Warriors, he was the fourth option. It was Steph, Clay, then Draymond, then him. He didn't have to do too much. He had free range to get loose and be inside the paint. Kawhi and Moses Moody made it easier for him. But on the Clippers, bro, he got that work, and he can't be trusted. Plus, Wiggins' mental game is a lot worse than Paul George, brother. So that's why that trade didn't go down. Now, let me show you what they've been doing, because ESPN is not going to report this at all, right? Let me show you exactly what they've been doing as they got busy, right? Now, the draft just went down, right? The Clippers just picked up number 46 pick Cam Christie, who was drafted ahead of Bronny. The younger brother of Los Angeles guard Max Christie. Cam Christie is a one-and-done prospect who spent his lone year in college playing for the Minnesota Golden Gophers in the Big Ten. He started in 26 of his 33 appearances, averaging 11.3 points, 3.6 rebounds, 2 and 2 assists, and 0.6 steals. He also shot a respectable 39.1% for three-point range. That's not bad. Christie also was named the 2023-24 Big Ten All-Freshman Team. The team that Bronny didn't even get on. Christie looks the part of a shooting guard at the next level and has the ideal size of a 6'6" with excellent athleticism. That's basically Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Above average length and sweet shooting stroke. On the surface, he has the makings of a player who can be on a regular and next to level based on his frame and athleticism. He also possesses versatility to play several different roles on both ends of the court. Now, Lo, let's check out who the Lakers drafted. Now, this is Bronny, because they both was drafted in the second round. Now, Bronny was taking 55, right? This was the Lakers wasted a 55 pick. He had a tough year at USC as a freshman, notably marked by a cardiac arrest caused by a congenital heart defect, which delayed the start of his college career. James proceeded an average 4.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists in 19.4 minutes across 25 appearances and 6 starts. Bruh, now, please, Lo, please, man, make this make sense, bro. And you wonder why the Lakers are not getting no free agents. You wonder why nobody, like Clay, right, Van Jr. ain't wasting their time coming there, let alone James Harden. Why in the world? Why? Please explain. Make it make sense, bro. Why would you waste a 55th draft pick on Bronny? This man might as well should have went undrafted. See, college players, bro, with these kind of stats don't get drafted at all. They're not even good enough to be in the G League. So if you want to know why the Lakers are doing so bad right now, that's your reason. But again, he's LeBron James' son. I'm gonna get to Bronny. I'm gonna get to Bron. Oh yeah, Bron ain't Bron finna get the smoke too. But now, look at that, right? Look at Cam Christie's stats. Now, this is somebody who's ready to go one and done. He's ready for the NBA. You the son of LeBron James, you couldn't even get this? Come on now, man. That's not hard. And he was playing 19 minutes. But now, let's continue. Let's look at some more stuff they done. Let's look at who is going to be joining Tyronn Lue. Look, sources. Jeff Van Gundy agrees to be the Clippers' lead assistant. Listen to this, right? Jeff Van Gundy has agreed on a deal to become the lead assistant on Tyronn Lue's LA Clippers coaching staff. Van Gundy is considered one of the finest minds in basketball and has been pursued for years to return to coaching on a full-time basis. His relationship with Lou and the franchise fondness for Van Gundy played a major part in the Clippers' ability to land him, sources said. Look at that. 62 spent the previous 16 years on television for ESPN before accepting a role with the Boston Celtics president of basketball operations with Brad Stevens last summer. So check this out, Lo. How Brad Stevens was able to trade for Drew Holiday, get Kristaps Porzingis, and bring in a Derek White. That man there. Mr. Jeff Van Gundy. Jeff Van Gundy, bro. The Lakers had a chance to make him the head coach instead of before JJ Redick. They passed up on him. Rob Pelinka did that like an idiot. I don't know why Genie Bus even has that man as a president, making any type of decisions. Look at that. Members of the USA coaching staff, Lou decided to pursue Van Gundy for his staff, which is a very smart rule. This was smart on Tyronn Lue's part. Very smart. Okay? Look at that, man. Van Gundy has been ruled out of the NBA after 11 plus seasons as a head coach of the New York Knicks and Rockets. Now, that Knicks team did get to the finals back in 98 and 99, right? Which you can see it from here. So, again, bro, this man Van Gundy is part of the reason why the Boston Celtics were able to get to the finals with that roster there, right? They brought in Drew Holiday from the Milwaukee Bucks. You got Porzingis. And then on top of that, again, you already had Derek White. Yeah, they was able to bring in Derek White and get him in there and work him in the rotation properly, right? This is why they was able to beat the Mavericks like they did. They beat Indiana. And yeah, you could say they had an easy route, but again, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown balled out. You had the right set of guys because this man here knows his basketball. Why, Lo? Why would the Lakers get JJ Redick and not instead of picking up this man here? Come on now, man. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Now, let me show you who the Clippers been doing because they've been getting very busy. Now, as you can see, right? Derrick Jones Jr. This is the same Derrick Jones Jr. from the Dallas Mavericks that was locking down Paul George in that entire series. Paul George got his ass locked the hell down by Derrick Jones Jr., bro. Derrick Jones Jr. had one of his best seasons, along with P.J. Washington and Daniel Gafford, who the Mavericks decided to go after in trade deadline. So, Lo, if you ask me, the Clippers had a very good free agency. They picked up one of the best free agents this list has to offer. Now look at, yeah, so Paul George could leave, bro, because the money they was getting ready to pay Paul George, they gave it to Derrick Jones. Matter of fact, look at that. Nicholas Batum came back from the Sixers, okay? You know, even though I feel I would have went in another direction, but hey, I can't knock it. Batum wanted to come back, okay, that's fine. At least we get something out of it. But look at Chris Dunn, right? A reliable backup guard. But Mo Bamba, so we get another big man. On top of, we already got Kai Jones, and we got Ivica Zubac. Mo Bamba is a way better big man than Daniel Tice and Mason Plumlee have been, in my opinion. Nothing against them two, but Mo Bamba could do a lot more for you since he's another 7-footer. So look at this, right? So while the Lakers is trying to figure out Bron's contract, the Clippers are making moves. Okay? Now, this is another reason why we're not going to pay Paul George that money. He ain't worth no $212 million. First of all, bro, yeah, Kawhi Leonard went down, but it's the next man up, bro. You gotta ball out. Why the hell does Dustin got 35 points? This man only got 15 points. Come on, Lo, explain that. Paul George doing what Paul George does best. Choke under pressure, bro. This has been going on for far too long. Far too long, bro. And you said it yourself, right? You've been going hard at that man for years, brother. Right? Years, man. When he was on the OKC Thunder, you said it was a failed super team. In 2020 bubble, you went hard on him and Kawhi for choking away that 3-1 lead with Doc Rivers and the rest of the team, bro. So, Lo, you don't sit here and act like, man, like Paul George supposed to be this great superstar. The fact that Daryl Morey paid $212 million to Paul George after this here, man, is sad. 15 points? Come on now. Paul George should at least have 25 points. Paul George simply didn't give a damn. Paul George is making very clear it's all about Paul George. He only doing this for the money. He don't care that Kawhi Leonard took a pay cut. Because they wanted him to take less money so they could bring in a DeMar DeRozan. They could try to bring in a Klay Thompson and trade for him. Paul George didn't want that at all. And I get it, man. You want to make your money, but, bruh, you let the Clipper fans down. And yeah, Lo, you're right. We did trade all those pieces along with SGA, right? But check this out, bro. Yeah. The Thunder got all those pieces, right? All those draft picks. And yeah, they got SGA, but the Clippers was not trying to rebuild. They was in win-now mode. If you're not going to use your draft picks, you might as well trade them anyway, right? Paul George and Kawhi Leonard was the best move at that time. Okay? And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was a developmental piece. He was still developing. Because remember, bro, SGA did struggle with the Thunder before it now. It took them years. Even when they had Chris Paul and Dennis Schroeder, they still wasn't getting out the first round. And yeah, it's still to this day, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander still has yet to lead the Thunder out the second round and into the Western Conference Finals. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has yet to win an MVP award. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has yet to lead that team to the finals. So until it happens, bro, again, it was a fair trade. I don't hear that finesse stuff. Let's cut it out. Ain't no sense of crying over spilled milk, bro. The past is the past. Because again, Paul George and Kawhi Leonard did choke away a 3-1 lead to the Denver Nuggets in the bubble. Messed up a chance to play against AD and LeBron and the Lakers, who Magic Johnson built, that did win a championship. Like, you went hard on Magic Johnson, bro, which is really condescending and very low down. Brother, in my opinion, you owe Magic Johnson an apology for that. You want to call him you got the nerve to call him a liar and drop the F-bomb at that, bro. Like, who are you? On the side note, who are you to talk against Magic Johnson? Like, for real, Lo, who are you? Lo, before I continue, you somebody who's not played the game of basketball at all, let alone been where he has been. Magic, during the year that Lakers won that bubble with the team he helped construct it, he was also part owner of the LA Dodgers. They won a championship the same time, the same year. The Dodgers won the World Series against the Tampa Bay Rays. The Lakers also beat the Miami Heat in the same year. So I don't want to hear that, man. Now, Magic Johnson is part owner of the Washington Commanders, who's trying to get them a Super Bowl. And Lo, if Magic winds up winning the Washington Commanders a Super Bowl, we're building that roster over there, what you going to say then, bro? He also owns the Sparks. He was able to get Candace Parker, right? Candace Parker a championship before she left. So I don't want to hear this no more, bro. Cut it out. But continue on, bro. Again, Daryl Morey paid $212 million for 4 years for Paul George to be choking. And this is another thing that you won't bring up. Joel Embiid got just as many injuries as Kawhi Leonard does. Joel Embiid has not been healthy at all in his last year himself. So you're going to go over there and mess up what Tyrese Maxey got going on. And OG Anunoby, right? He's going to do the exact same thing he's been doing now. He can't handle pressure, bro. And I'll be honest, bro. This is a Jeff Van Gundy move. Jeff Van Gundy say, no, let that man walk. We ain't finna, he don't control nothing. We don't bow down to him. You see? Lo, the Clippers is a different team now. They ain't finna let nobody run over them. You ain't finna give you the money you ain't worth. Now, I ain't lying, man. I gotta give Lawrence Frank his credit. He at least trying. At least he trying something, bro. I know you don't want to hear that, Lo. But again, this is facts. The Clippers been making moves. But what are the Lakers doing? Right? Now, this is another reason why the Lakers are not going to get a free agent. And I want you to pay very close attention. Because this is the most stupidest thing I ever heard J.J. Redick say as a head coach.
Said, which is Rob and I did not give Bronny anything. Bronny has earned this, right? Bronny talks about his hard work. Bronny has earned this through hard work. And for us, prioritizing player development, we view Bronny as like case study one, because his base level of feel, athleticism, point of attack defender, shooting, passing, there's a lot to like about his game. And as we sort of build out our player development program holistically, he's going to have a great opportunity to become an excellent NBA player.
Now, what I'm trying to figure out, bro, right? If you're Klay Thompson, let's just use him for example. I know those who the Lakers wanted, even though that's the second time Klay has turned down going to the Lakers, by the way. If you Klay Thompson, Why would you want to go play for JJ Redick after he done said that, bro? Low, like, for real, this for you and any fan that's gonna call me a hater after this video. And you wonder why Dan Hurley didn't want to sign a contract. Dan Hurley could have easily signed with the Lakers. But I believe the main reason why Dan Hurley decided to go back to Connecticut, to UConn, is because Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka wanted to draft Bronny, and Dan Hurley said, no, I don't want to draft Bronny. I want to draft my guys. I want to be able to run this team the way I see fit. I believe Bronny got in the way. Bron got in the way of that, bruh. Come on now. If you Klay Thompson, why you gonna play for somebody like that? That's talking like that. Because what did Bronny really work hard for it, right? What did he really do with them stats, with them 4 points, bro? I just told you he has below average stats for a guard. That's not gonna cut it in the NBA, not even in the G League. Low. So if you Klay Thompson, why don't want to come over here and get traded to an organization that's making terrible decisions? As a matter of fact, Low, who is the man that said he wanted to play with his son? Which is the first time this has ever happened in NBA history. Huh, Low? Come on, Marcel, ask me that. Matter of fact, who is the man who was seen on JJ Redick's podcast before JJ Redick even got offered the coaching position by the Lakers? Before JJ Redick interviewed, who was seen on this podcast? LeBron James! Bro, part of the reason why the Lakers are in the mess they in now is because LeBron James. So, Bron gonna get the work too. He gonna get this fire, bro. Bron is halfway responsible for this. Bron does what Bron does best. Get what he wants. And when he don't get what he wants, he cries about it. Bro, the reason why the Lakers are where they are now is because of LeBron James. LeBron James is the one that wanted Russell Westbrook. LeBron James was the one that wanted Carmelo Anthony. Bron was the one who wanted JJ Redick. He was openly even admit to saying it. So let's cut out the BS. This ain't going on with the Clippers. As you can see, the Clippers got this man here. No, man, no. Hell no, man. It ain't gonna happen. But let's see what you got to say. Why you run your mouth?
These past 2 years have been so difficult. I can't even express to people how difficult it has been being a Laker fan. Because though I know for a fact, irrefutably, the hurdle that the team had to overcome post the Russell Westbrook trade, we are getting to a point where we are so far removed from that transaction that it's no longer an excuse. Rob Pelinka, in this front office, you have to do something else. Because every single time the Lakers have the opportunity to do something to the roster, add in something, not just young players, not just vet minimums, actually add something of substance. Since the Russell Westbrook trade, when we got him out of there, you have done nothing. Absolutely nothing.
By the way, Lo, Magic Johnson wasn't responsible for that for the Russell Westbrook trade. That was all Rob Pelinka. Because it was a video you went very hard on Magic Johnson. And yeah, DeRozan probably would have been a better fit than Russell Westbrook because they both played two different styles of basketball. But he don't know his basketball, right? You got the nerve to crushing that man like you did was very unintelligent. I'm gonna be very honest, bro. That's very unintelligent. But you talking like a casual, like you are now.
While I watch every other team do everything in their power to make their roster better. Now, where exactly does this come from? Now,
like you said, I just showed you the Clippers did what they get, right? Y'all see this, right? So, Lo, how you going hard on the Clippers? How are we in shambles, bro? Come on, bro. Tell me that. How are we in shambles? Please explain that, Marcel. How are we in shambles? How are the Clippers in shambles? They already making moves. They ain't wasting no time. Bro, you got to cut this mess out, bro. Look at you, man. You look stupid for even complaining. Blame that on Mr. LeBron James.
In the beginning of this offseason, just past 2 or 3 days ago, we kicked it off with the Los Angeles Lakers with some fairly good news, right? LeBron decided, hey, I'm going to stay. You got Bronny. I'm going to stay here. And to do you one even better, I'm going to potentially take a pay cut, reportedly up to a $20 million pay cut, just so you all can figure out to get an impact player. And because of this pay cut, at bare minimum, I'm willing to give you full MLE. Full MLE. Some of the players that are rumored the Lakers could get with a full MLE was Klay Thompson, James Harden.
Hey, again, I'm going to shut that down now. Let's shut it down, Lo. Because, again, man, Klay was never coming to the Lakers. Never, man. Like I just explained. This is Klay Thompson that in the last 10 years, the team went to 6 NBA Finals. With him, Steph, his Splash Brother in arms, and Draymond Green. As them being the big three. Along with Iggy, right? Sean Livingston, Matt Barnes, Kevin Durant, and everybody else down the line that contribute. Right? Swaggy P, all of them. All those veterans. Barboza, right? All of them, right? If you're Klay Thompson, and LeBron James has been the main rival, that's been like their arch nemesis. This is Klay Thompson along with the Warriors that beat LeBron James 3-1 in the finals for 4 years in a row. We've had Cleveland versus the Warriors. And yeah, LeBron beat him in 2016 along with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and the rest of them, right? But the Warriors came back. They got KD, right? And they beat him 2 years in a row. After that, even swept the Cavaliers. So LeBron goes to the Lakers, right? And the Lakers did recently beat the Warriors 2 seasons ago. And that was the year they last went to the Western Conference Finals before being swept by Denver. So if you Klay Thompson, Low, just be logical here. Common sense. Why in the hell, if I'm Klay Thompson, why would I want to go join the rival? Why? Why would I do that? Huh? Come on now, man. I don't want to play for LeBron, who got his son over there. Who, by the way, Low, when Doc Rivers was the GM, president, and the head coach of the Lob City Clippers, when Paul George was over there, and he traded for his son. Gave up draft picks for his son. You know how many people critiqued him, including you and Agent Zero, right? Everybody critiqued that man for doing that. Which is part of the reason why Chris Paul had a problem with that organization. So yeah, Bron gonna get this work, bro. It's the equivalent of Doc getting his son Austin Rivers over there. Because let's be honest, bro. LeBron got power. He got juice. He also runs that team. So why would I go to Lakers when I could join a Maverick team that's fresh out of losing in the NBA Finals to the Boston Celtics? And I could join Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic and try to run that back and get revenge on the Boston Celtics. Because Klay Thompson now gives him a big three officially. Along with a Daniel Gafford. Along with a PJ Washington. And a Lively. How the Mavericks are constructed, they have a better chance of reaching the finals than the Lakers do. Lakers aren't winning no more championships with LeBron James. Bron, brother, who's going to be 40 years old, who wants another contract. LeBron James is in the goddamn way. And this man was also not coming. James Harden definitely not coming back. Harden has already said that he was coming back to the Clippers anyway, brother. So, Lo, if you're going to make a video, man, don't make yourself look stupid, man. Don't contradict yourself. That's all you basically doing.
And Jonas Valanciunas. Now, some of these names I didn't believe. James Harden being at the top of the list. I said that in the other video. I do not believe that James Harden would have came to the Lakers for $13 million a year. But Valanciunas, a 5 that me specifically I've been asking for the past year and a half now, he was available. He goes to the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, but did that occur to you, Lo, that he don't like JJ Redick as a coach? This fact that the Lakers got somebody with no coaching experience at all? That could potentially turn into another Steve Nash situation that Harden himself, Kyrie Irving, and KD was going through over there. Bro, when Steve Nash got that job, he had no coach experience at all, just like Redick. And here you got LeBron James on JJ Redick's podcast. Wouldn't that be a conflict of interest? Come on now, man. Let's keep it real.
For around $10 to $11 million a year. That's it. Less money than an MLE didn't get him. Klay Thompson, the name that we all have been holding on for the last 24 hours. You've been sitting here waiting. Guess what? He doesn't come either. Doesn't sign at all. He goes to the Dallas Mavericks. And somehow he goes...
A far better team. By far, bruh. The Lakers can't beat the Dallas Mavericks. Come on now, man. The Lakers got bounced out the first round to the exact same team that swept them the season before. Why? Klay Thompson ain't going over there. I'm sorry, man. It ain't worth it. Hell no, man. He don't want to join LeBron James, who is his rival. That's the op. So I have to commend Klay for doing that. Even though I don't like the Mavericks myself because I'm a Clipper fan. And the Clippers are now 2-1 against them in a playoff series. He ain't going to the Lakers, which was the divisional rival. Hell no, man. Lo, you look stupid for even believing that, even entertaining that. See, Lo, you're a biased Laker fan, and I'm getting tired of that. We get on Stephen A. Smith for being a Knicks fan, being this damn biased. You don't get this work too, because you looking just like him. You no different than Stephen A. Smith as far as this video goes, brother. You can't talk about Stephen A. Smith no more. You acting just like him when it comes to this New York Knicks. And even Stephen A. Smith had the nerve to say the Philadelphia 76ers are a threat. Like how? No team with Paul George right now is a threat. Because I'm going to let you in on something, brother. The Sixers are not beating the New York Knicks. They got Mikal Bridges now with his Villanova buddies. Josh Hart, DiVincenzo with Jalen Brunson. You're not beating them. You definitely ain't beating the Celtics. Not with Joe Mazzulla, man, at the top now. You're not even beating the Indiana Pacers. They got Pascal Siakam, Tyrese Halliburton, who the Lakers beat in the in-season tournament, yet that team gets to the Eastern Conference Finals. I find that sad, too. The Lakers celebrated an in-season tournament while there was still the whole rest of the regular season to be played. And yet you wonder why this team is where they are now. I'm not even going to go no more out of this video, bro. You already got cooked. You got the nerve to talk about Klay Thompson, Jordan Lakers, and this man had the chance to go to the Mavericks, who was a better franchise. Man. He's playing with Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Why the hell I want to play with AD and LeBron? And D'Angelo Russell is not even a reliable guard. D'Angelo Russell is nowhere near the level that Kyrie Irving is. Hell no, man. No, hell no. And you got Bronny over there taking up the 15th spot. Man, no, Lo, maybe this is the reason why the Lakers can't get nobody right now, because they just filled up 15 spots. They re-signed Max Christie. You could let him walk, because the Clippers let some of their guys go. The Clippers let Brandon Boston Jr. go. They also let they let go some of their other guys they're not using. They let at least 3 other reserve players walk so they can fill in their roster like they doing now. The Lakers didn't have system enough to do that, bro. Rob Pelinka made no cuts. So blame that on him, who LeBron James has wrapped around his little finger, bro. Yeah, I'm blaming most of this on LeBron James. It's LeBron, bro. The same LeBron that wanted Montrezl Harrell to join y'all. And you see where that went. The Lakers got bounced out the first round by the Phoenix Suns that beat the Clippers 2 seasons ago. So I don't want to hear these BS excuses. Lo, you need to stop it. Bruh, stop acting like Stephen A. Smith. Stop it. And I don't care how your fans feel. I don't care that you don't like this. Bro, I'm doing this out of love, by the way. Because again, brother, you have had some good content. And I respect you for that. Right? You earned those 32K subscribers. But bro, lately, man, you've been acting emotional. You ain't been acting like a real analyst. A real analyst, bro, ain't supposed to get this worked up. I'm sorry. You should know full reason why they where they are now. And you thought y'all gonna get a Klay Thompson, bro? You know how stupid you sound? Come on now, man. Why would Klay Thompson go to a team where Bron and got his son on there? So in other words, Lo, Bronny now has special privileges. The other players can't critique Bronny. Bronny can do whatever he want to do, and you can't say nothing because now Bron gonna deal with you, his daddy. This ain't Ken Griffey Jr., bro. This ain't baseball in the early 2000s. Oh, no. This is 2024, bro. And you want to get mad if they want DeMar DeRozan? And check this out. They having trouble getting DeMar because DeMar don't want no mid-level exception. So now you got to give up pieces you're going to need. They don't have draft picks to give up no more, bro. You got to trade for DeMar DeRozan. Whereas the Clippers, bro, actually got assets. Let's look at the Clippers roster. Real quick, man. Right? They got assets. Now, they can easily exchange Russell Westbrook if they wanted to. Because now that you got Chris Dunn, you got another point guard, right? Or you can trade Bones Highland if you're not going to use him. You still got Mason Plumlee you could trade. They definitely going to trade PJ Tucker out of there. This man is gone. These 2 guys are gone, by the way. They're not there. They're not there. All right, they just got Cam Christie on there. But look at this roster, bro. They got pieces. They could trade Kobe Brown if they wanted. They got guys they could easily trade, brother. While still keeping Norman Powell, Terrence Mann, Ivica Zubac, right? You got Kawhi Leonard under contract. But now you just added Kevin Porter Jr. You just added a Derek Jones Jr., which gives up more defense, brother. who can now guard the three-point line. That man shut Paul George the hell down. Paul George got embarrassed in the first round, brother. So again, leave my Clippers alone. Get the hell off my Clippers, bro. Stop it, man. You cannot talk about the Clippers at all. No more. I don't want to hear no Lakers fans complain about the Clippers. Because at least Lawrence Frank is actually doing something. But again, they got Jeff Van Gundy in the building, brother, who knows how to actually build a roster. So if the Clippers wanted to, brother, they got a better chance of actually landing DeMar DeRozan. Because like I said, they could trade this guy. Definitely Daniel Tice. This guy could get traded if they wanted to, right? Or Bones Highland. They got options that they can trade while still keeping T-Man their core. T-Man, Zubac, James Harden, and Russ and Kawhi is the core. With Norman Powell, that's your core, right? But look at the bench. Now, Low, if the Clippers add DeMar DeRozan, that team gets even deeper. Okay? These guys don't matter. Because Cam Christie's going to fill in that spot, right? So they got all these options. Okay? I want people to pay attention before I end this video. They got options, okay? Yeah, this team don't need no Paul George. Let this man go. Paul George, I'm sorry, man. Paul George is a major disappointment. He is the biggest letdown of all history, man. Not only did he let down Indiana, he let down OKC, and he just let down the Clippers. He's now a high-class journeyman. We don't need Paul George. We got Derrick Jones Jr., who could also bang the rim. Derrick Jones Jr. did way more in that playoffs than Paul George did. Sorry to tell you that. That's one of the reasons why the Clippers couldn't beat the Mavericks. Because Mavericks had guys like Derrick Jones Jr. playing proper defense. Paul George played no defense at all, bro. So, again, Low, how is the Clippers in shambles? When they just let go of one of their main issues. Because check this out. Kawhi Leonard still has 2 championship rings. Kawhi Leonard saved the Spurs and he saved the Toronto Raptors. So Paul George had to go. If anybody had to go, Paul George. Because see, again, I'm not going to go hard on James Harden. James Harden ain't been here long enough. Right? Paul George got traded last year. He ain't been around. He was around for last year's training camp. No, they wanted James Harden. I'm going to give James Harden a benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to get mad at Harden. Oh, no, Bill Harden ain't been here long enough. But this man here, brother, been in here the last 5 seasons and gave us nothing. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard was out, but this man was also out 2 seasons ago when we lost to the Phoenix Suns. He also had injury problems. The least Paul George could have done was take the money they was going to give him, which would have been $48 million. Low, that's still a lot of money for a man that's had one of the highest paid contracts in the last 15 years. Low, I'm done with you, man. You got cooked. You got embarrassed, brother. You just made yourself look stupid talking about the Lakers and failing. You got the nerve to talk about the Clippers and shambles, but the Clippers have made all these moves. Look at that. Now their roster just got deeper. Come on now, they got Kevin Porter Jr. got promise, brother, averaging 19 points. Just as many points as Paul George is averaging this season. Matter of fact, come on now, Derrick Jones Jr. Now you bring in a Chris Dunn, right? We still got Kai Jones, who we signed late in the season. He's coming back. The Clippers got way more assets they got to trade to get DeMar DeRozan. If I'm DeMar DeRozan, I want to come to the Lakers anyway. Well, I'm going to waste my time in that circus. Where I could come over here and join Harden, Kawhi, right, with a Vika Zubac, Norman Powell, right, with a Derrick Jones Jr., and everybody else down the line. Even this man Amir Coffee bought out, right? Coffee ball. Kobe Brown is still developing. So, again, man, I'm done. Low, you made a terrible video, man. If anything, bro, man, you gotta, you talk about the Clippers, bro, that was a wrong video. Of all honesty, bro, you need to take that video down, brother. You seriously need to take that Clipper video down. The Clippers in shambles. How, brother? How? How are we in shambles when the money, that $48 million was used to get the free agent pieces they need? The Clippers just filled their roster while Lakers are sitting back doing nothing. In Liverpool because LeBron James is taking up most of the money. Okay? But that's it, y'all. I'm done. Like, subscribe, comment if you feel like. As always, like I say, stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon. And Low, I don't hate you, brother. This is not to start beef, but again, bro, I had to correct you, man. I can't have you talking trash on my team, and your team has done absolutely nothing.